What is going on, everyone? A kid named Sage here, back again with another video of 5 reasons why you should not buy a Harley Davidson Dyna. This thing's making a clacking noise. Do I take the lowrider or do I take the FXDX? Let me know what bike you guys like better. So this is my silver 2000 lowrider. That's my stunt bike, and the bike in front of me here is a 2005 FXDX Super Glide Sport. Feel free to check out the video of the little build I did on this motorcycle. If you want to win this bike in front of me right here, I'm doing a little giveaway. Check out my Instagram page at @GasPoweredJunk. You'll see a link to my website. All right, I'll take the lowrider out this time. If we have time, I might take out the FXDX just to change things up a little bit. I haven't rode in a minute. Hopefully this thing starts. Oh, there we go, baby. So here's the thing about these Dynas. They kind of suck. I've honestly owned like more than 50 of these motorcycles over the past 3 years. I've bought and sold quite a few of them. If you want, check out my video of me buying and selling these motorcycles for profit. But I think I'm really qualified to give like honest criticism about these bikes. My first complaint of the Dyna, they're kind of too slow. Oh, I keep going to the left. A stock unmodified 88 cubic inch Dyna makes less than 70 horsepower to the tire, and with a curb weight of over 600 pounds, I mean, they're just absolute slouches. This motorcycle could get smoked by a Ninja 400, and that's pretty sad to say. I decided to switch bikes real quick just to show you guys. Right now we're on the FXDX. This bike is a bone stock 88 cubic inch, and I just want to show you guys how slow this bike is. First gear. That was 70. The silver lowrider that I'm riding, that bike has a set of 525 cams, and it's significantly faster than a stock bike. I'll give you guys a little taste of what this 88 cubic inch V-twin engine can do. So first gear. That was 90. Most certainly a lot more peppy than a stock 88. You know what I mean? They don't handle very well. And the reason for that is simply, it's just the way these bikes are. It has to do with the geometry of the motorcycle overall. So, like if you're going around the corner, you can only lean these motorcycles over so much until you're either scraping your foot peg or the bottom of your exhaust. And don't get me wrong, you can ride these motorcycles like an absolute animal, but you just have to be aware of your limited lean angle, because like I said, you can't lean these motorcycles over like a sport motorcycle. All depending on what Dyna you end up with. A majority of them are actually single disc front brakes, and you know, that's a recipe for subpar braking, to say the least. I mean, in many ways these things are kind of like death traps because they handle like crap, the brakes suck, and they're really slow. So yeah, you know, whenever I ride by chicks on my hog, I pull up next to them, give them a little something like this. We're into my second complaint about these bikes. They're just outright expensive, not just to maintain and buy, but also to like modify. You know, if you buy one of these bikes, it's definitely a choice that you make, and there's a high likelihood that you want to customize this motorcycle with a bunch of aftermarket parts and accessories, and that stuff's really expensive when you get into like handlebars, exhaust, engine components, suspension. You know what I mean? These bikes really need everything in some little way. You know, the reason why there's so many aftermarket parts is because these motorcycles really aren't that good, so people have to make better parts for them. The reliability of these motorcycles is definitely questionable. It's not if, it's when this thing will leave you on the side of the road. If it's one thing these bikes do really well, and that is vibrate. They literally vibrate themselves loose. You'll be on like a nice long ride with your friends, having a good day. Look down at your bike because you're like, oh, something sounds a little loose. And your intake just falls off, you know what I mean? Or maybe your exhaust starts leaking because the exhaust studs vibrated loose. Figure I'd take this thing out for one ride, haven't ridden it in forever, and boom, we got a big exhaust leak. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but basically just sums up Harley Davidson ownership for you. Dyna culture is a little cringe, I hate to say. I don't know what it is about these bikes, but I feel like, you know, pre-2020, no one even really knew what these bikes were. And come 2021, 2022, everyone wants a damn Dyna. I don't understand why. It's like, I specifically remember like riding around in like 2022, and it's like everyone had a Dyna, like out of nowhere, at least where I am. Being a Dyna bro is a mental illness. Some people call it club style, I call it Dyna brain. So many people bought these bikes because of a freaking TV show. Everyone wanted to be like Jax Teller from Sons of Anarchy, so they bought themselves a Super Glide, threw a set of T-bars on there, and boom, you're a cool kid now. Not everyone that rides a Dyna is into Sons of Anarchy, but one thing I can assure you, club style Dyna is a lifestyle. And even more than a lifestyle, it is a disease of the brain. And if it isn't Dyna, then it doesn't matter. You hear all the time, oh, Harleys are so comfortable, but that's a common misconception. If you want a comfortable cruiser, don't buy a Dyna. Take a good look at anyone that rides one of these bikes, and you're gonna notice one thing, that they have Dyna back. But seriously, if you ride these bikes for a while, your body's gonna be aching, especially your upper back and like kind of like lower leg area. I prefer to lay on the ground after I ride my Dyna. For being a cruiser motorcycle, they're just not set up that well for like super long distance riding. And if you want to be a cool kid like me and pick up chicks on your Dyna, like Jax Teller did in Sons of Anarchy, these bikes aren't the best for it. I was wondering if I could have the pleasure of taking you for a ride on my motorcycle.
I drove here. Really? Yes, I did. However, you can totally take me on a ride on your motorcycle at a later date.
What do you think of my bike?
I think it's sick.
You think it's cool?
I think it's really cool.
If taking girls out on your bike is really important to you, they're just not that great for it. You know, they're small, they're cramped. She's always going to be smashing her head against the back of your head. And if she's like the type of person that like holds on to really tightly, you know, her helmet is either going to be just jammed on your left side or the right side of your body, and you're going to be all cockeyed like this. So this is better bikes for it. It's not so bad to take on short distances, but if you want to go for a long ride with someone on the back, they're just really uncomfortable. If that's really important to you, you're probably better off getting a different Harley, maybe a Road King, a Street Glide, a Road Glide, or even like a different motorcycle that seats two people a little more efficiently. Hopefully I didn't offend you guys too much. I know I was really trash talking the Dyna quite a bit right there, but I want to say I really love these bikes. I've owned quite a few over the years, and yeah, just like anything, there's good things, there's bad things, but they're good bikes overall. So feel free to check out some of my other videos. I'm going to be dropping another one, 5 reasons why you should buy a Dyna, so be on the lookout for that. Feel free to check out some of my other bike videos. I did a review on my KTM 1290 and on my Ninja ZX10. But thanks again for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.